Okay, ladettes, we are doing the England 26-man squad today. This is my pick. Gareth Southgate, please listen to me. It says 23-man squad on there, but we're just on tier list, and that's what they make it happen. So. But this is going to be 26 players that I will pick to be in the England squad for the Euros. Hopefully Southgate does not make some horrible decisions that he has been rumored to do. So, let's do this. Let's start it off with the first player that will be going into the England 26-man roster. It's Jordan Henderson. If Hendo is fit, he better be in that roster. I absolutely love Jordan Henderson. Everyone should have Jordan Henderson in their roster as long as he is fit. And I also just had to have my Liverpool bias for the first player. So that's he's straight up. He starts in the midfield if he is fit. He is possibly the captain, if not for Harry Kane. Obviously, Harry Kane's in there. We're going to be reacting probably to Harry Kane's interview with Gary Neville here in a little bit. So that one's obvious, right? We'll put some of these guys just off the plane. You're not going in. We'll talk about Kieran Trippier. Let's just talk about it. If Trent Alexander-Arnold is not in after proving to be not the best right back in England, the best right back in the fucking world, if you do not have Trent Alexander-Arnold in your team, you have shown every single reason to not want to be your best coming into the Euros. You've shown that you are incapable of doing your job, which is to win, which is to put out the best team that you can put out. If you do so, you've proven that you do not want the job as much as the next man. Southgate might prove that. Let's get some of these other guys out here. We don't need that. I like Chris Smalling. We don't need that. We'll talk about Danny Ings. Can we just say okay. Too much sauce for England? And then a nice pink. Boom. Too much sauce. Okay. Because that's Ox. Ox has too much sauce. He literally is too good for England. Okay. We'll talk about Connor Cody. We'll talk about Eric Dyer. Raheem Sterling is in there. I guess you would count him as a forward. Forward midfield. Jack Butland's not in there. Obviously. Harry Maguire is in there. I want to talk about Lascelles here in a second. Stonesy is in there. Nick Pope is my goalkeeper one. And I'm going to talk more about some goalkeepers. We're going to talk about Pickford here in a little bit. James Ward-Prowse, let's talk about. Luke Shaw's in there. He's had a phenomenal season. I mean, straight up. You have to put him in the squad. Bamford's not in. We'll talk about Jesse. Ivan Toney, literally too much sauce. Also, James Milner, literally too much sauce. These guys are too good. You put DCL in. As a backup, you put DCL in. We're going to put James Maddison as a wild card. We'll think about him, as well as Ollie Watkins. Harry Winks is out of there. Calvin Phillips, he goes. Phillips goes. Mings goes. So how many do we have right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we have 11 right now. Not all starters, but 11 players out of 26. This one better have Tomori, because I was trying to look at some of these, and so many of them just didn't even have Tomori. Okay. Let's just get some of the rest of the guys out of here. As much as I love Ezzy, I can't do it. I love him, though. That hurt me to do. All right. Is everyone else a discussion? Oh, no. No, everyone else is not a discussion. We can have discussions with everyone else. Literally too much sauce. Okay. Okay, so we have 11 players in right now. With 2 wild cards. 4 with too much sauce. 3 of them Liverpool. And then a ton of them off the plane. So let's talk about Kieran Trippier. I'm not going to have Trippier in my squad. I'm not going to do it. Trippier's a great right back who's done some great things for Atletico Madrid. But you have a squad that has Trent Alexander-Arnold, Kyle Walker, Reece James, and I just think Trippier's fourth. However, like you could make an argument Walker is a center back, and you could put Walker at center back. You could even put Reece James or even Trent in the midfield, and you could bring Trippier. But I think you're trying way too hard to fit all 4 right backs, possibly 5 right backs. We'll talk about another one in a second. Onto your team. I think you're trying too hard. I don't think Trippier's in there. Wan-Bissaka's in the same way for me. But I like him defensively a little bit more, so he's a wild card. Kyle Walker's in. Danny Ings. See, we have 2 strikers right here with Harry Kane and DCL already. Do you bring Ings? I'll talk about him. Okay. I don't know if you want to consider Jack Grealish a midfielder, attacker, or forward, whatever you want. I'm going to put him in the midfield. The only question is he in the starting 11? Because he might be. You bring Ollie. He's a wild card right now. I don't know if I bring Ollie. Also, let me know like who you wouldn't bring on this team. Let me know who you would bring on this team. I feel like right now, not too controversial so far that we've gotten. Let's get some of the automatic guys in. Like, no matter what, I don't care what you're doing, Rashford's in your team. May not be in the starting 11, but Rashford's in your team. Also, Ben Chilwell, going to be on the team. That's going to be your left back pairing right there. Luke Shaw, Ben Chilwell. You're done. You're done with that. Your center backs right here. We'll probably bring on one more. Goalkeeper, Nick Pope. Midfield. Let's put him in. Let's put him in. Phil Foden is not only being in the team, he will be starting. I don't know. You could consider him a forward too. I guess we'll consider him a forward because he's probably going to play on the left side with Harry Kane. That's the partnership in midfield that you got right there. As Jordan Henderson and Declan Rice. I'm bringing Jude Bellingham. I'm bringing him to the Euros. I don't care how young he is. I'm bringing Jude Bellingham to the Euros. You need that type of young fire hunger that Bellingham will bring to the team. He's already doing great things at Dortmund. Obvious you bring Jadon Sancho. That's your front 3. Harry Kane, Phil Foden, Jadon Sancho, with Sterling as Foden's backup. You can have Rashford as Sancho's backup, and you have DCL as Kane's backup. Now, do we bring more forwards than 6? Possibly. What about Reece James? Let's get to Reece James. So we have Trent and we have Kyle Walker. We have 3 center backs. Kyle Walker could technically be a 4th. And we have 2 left backs. But Reece James' versatility to play midfield as well puts him on the team. Reece James is in. Reece James is in the squad being the backup to Trent Alexander-Arnold. 1,000%. Reece James is in. Let's get our backup goalkeeper. And that's going to be Dean Henderson. I do not care what people want to try to say that Pickford has the experience. Pickford has the experience because he's played, but he shouldn't be playing. So he shouldn't have the experience that he has. And we got to stop that experience. We have to give... These guys can't get the experience if you just keep playing Pickford because he has experience. Play the guy that's better. Both of these guys are better. Okay. Mason Mount's in the squad. 1,000%. Okay. Let's talk about the players that we have. Or let's count the players that we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. With 3 wild cards, I think that we determine that Danny Ings doesn't go. Yeah. I'm saying Eric Dyer doesn't go. Ward-Prowse is a wild card. Doesn't go. Greenwood's a wild card. Tomori goes. Tomori is my last center back to go. Shouts to Tomori. Tomori's in the team. Okay. That puts us at 23 with 3 spots left. Connor Cody's a wild card. Actually, he's not. I already said it was my last center back. He's gone. So Lascelles is gone as well. He said this guy gets it. Lingard and Saka. One true villain. I'm going to put one of the guys in there already. Saka goes. Saka goes. All right. Okay. So who's still left? We're at 24, 2 spots left. 5 wild cards. 3 out here. Dele doesn't go. The other 2 are wild cards. Let's talk about it. Who goes to England? Who shows out in the Euros? This has really got to be based on form at this point. And you bring Jesse Lingard. Yes, you do. Jesse Lingard is going to the Euros. Last pick. Who do I bring? Jordan Pickford. You get your 3 goalkeepers. You need 3 keepers. You got to have it. You got to. I mean, you had to, right? Psych! I lied! We're not bringing Jordan Pickford. If you got 2 goalkeepers here, and something happens to both of them, Southgate better order some Hulk hands. I don't know what to tell you. You better order some Hulk hands and hope that he's tall enough. You better be bringing Harry Maguire back there. Mings got to go back there. Get them Hulk hands $10 at Walmart. Because it's not happening. I'm not bringing Jordan Pickford. This is tough. Do I bring Greenwood? Do I bring Aaron Wan-Bissaka? Or do I bring James Ward-Prowse? I think I go. Ollie Watkins was a good shout. James Madison. Hey, listen. James Madison. Don't ask why it was already looked up. All right? How about we chill? Okay? Don't worry about it. That's a man with a lot of sauce. I don't know what to tell you. That's a man with a lot of sauce. He could bring something. Ollie Watkins been lethal. But I don't want. Three. So you got Hendo. This is in case Hendo's hurt, right? You got Hendo. You got Bellingham. You got Phillips. You got Rice. I think you need one more midfielder in there. I think that you bring James Ward-Prowse. I want to bring Mason Greenwood. But I think you bring Prowse. I think so. Ward-Prowse for the free kicks. I think so. I think his versatility and just the need to have more midfielders. I think you're fine in the forwards. Look at that. You got your starter. You got your backup. You got your starter. You got your backup. You got your starter. And like all these guys, like if you need another striker, Rashford can play striker. You can even put Sterling up top. You can put Foden up top. You can put Mount up top. So I think that you need another midfielder. I think James Ward-Prowse is the guy that you bring. So go ahead, screenshot it. That's my team. Harry Kane, Phil Foden, Jadon Sancho, Raheem Sterling, DCL, Marcus Rashford, Jordan Henderson, Declan Rice, Mason Mount, Jude Bellingham, Calvin Phillips, Jack Grealish, Saka, Jesse Lingard, JWP, Tomori, Chilwell, Shaw, Mings, Maguire, Stones, Walker, James, Trent, Pope, and Henderson. That may be a controversial list. I don't care about trying to bring 3 goalkeepers and having Jordan Pickford there when I never will feel comfortable with Jordan Pickford as my goalkeeper. So that's it. That's the England team. And then these guys literally just too good. These guys literally just have too much sauce and they're too good. If anything happens, if one of these guys is injured, you bring one of these guys. These are the 4 guys that you. If anyone, slips in their kitchen, torn ACL, I'm saying something happens to, you never wish something happened. Something happened to Jack Grealish, go ahead, get James Madison in there. Something happened to Rashford, go ahead, get Mason Greenwood in there. Something happened to DCL, boom, Ollie Watkins, right? Southgate actually genuinely tries to injure Trent's career because he's that incompetent of a manager. You bring in Aaron Wan-Bissaka. That's the team. I feel good with that. I feel good. And then, if you really want lethal goals, that's what you go with. Boom, right there. Those 2, 100 goals in the Euros, guaranteed. You want just goals from 50 yards out? Boom, right there. Got you. You want every player to have the greatest time at the Euros? Boom, right there. Elite defender despite injured? Boom, right there. Everybody else off the plane. I really want to put Ezzy in there. But that's the team. Oh, can I screenshot this? Boom, download image. Oh, Pog. Cool. Now that'll be used for a header. Cool.